Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Growing Clip Bonsai for Seniors. Today we're doing a What's Going On, and I'm going to show you what's going on. Today is 11/25 of 2021. Right now it's around 8 o'clock, around 9 o'clock, it's about 29 degrees Fahrenheit, minus 2 degrees Celsius. Tonight by 7 a.m. it's supposed to drop to 19 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 7 degrees Celsius. So I have some, I'm going to show you what I did with the wet powder, Micus and the Azus to Hilda's 1-inch or 3-centimeter cuttings. Now, something about beneficial bacteria, so you know, is that it attaches itself to the roots of the plant. These little circles are the beneficial bacteria. Now, I don't care if you have a non-soil mixture, a soilless mixture, or a soil mixture. The beneficial bacteria does not depend on it being soil. It depends on the roots, because that's where it feeds off the excrements from the roots. So the bacteria feeds off the excrements from the roots, and the roots feed off the excrements from the bacteria, which they work hand in hand to feed each other. Now, I'm going to show you something. I put some wettable I took Hilda's big cutting right here. Look how big she is. And what I did is I put some Micus wettable powder in here. And you can see, normally these would, I put some in and they just rotted, but from this look how the roots are starting to develop. It looks like roots developing. So let's see after, I'm going to leave it in here for a while yet to see what happens. And you can see that it's starting to grow. So, you know, the beneficial bacteria works. And it's good for, this has been in the pot for 2 weeks. So you can see the nice development of the roots from the beneficial bacteria. It looks like roots. And you can even see a baby root starting to sprout right here. I don't know if you, let me get it closer if you can see the little roots starting to grow. So out of them little nodules, it's going to start to grow. So I'm going to let the roots start to grow a little bit more. You can see how it's developing. So the bacteria really wants to feed off the roots, and the roots really want to, this tree wants to grow and put forth roots. Now this one I put some the wettable powder and some Azus. I mixed it up in there. And you can see, let me put it over here so it doesn't drip all over the place. You can see the roots starting to grow on this one. So and you can see the little root nodules starting to take off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in a pot with beneficial bacteria onto the stuff that's starting to root already. So I got my Azus ready, and I have my Micus ready. Let me get it out so we don't have to worry about digging it out. Oh yes, and I want to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody who celebrates Thanksgiving. I forgot to say that. But today's Thanksgiving Day. It's family day. We enjoy a nice dinner with our family and our friends. We enjoy each other's company. And it's just a nice time to be with one another and to think about one another and the good times you have together. So, I got one of these pots that the Mingoralia came in. I got some perlite on the bottom. Now, I'm using the olive tree mix because I didn't have a chance to mix nothing because I'm really getting everything in from the outside. That's why it's taking me so long to get stuff ready, because it's really a Herculean task to get this done. So in here, let me show you what I got. It's a fast draining soil. It's 1 cup vermiculite to 1 cup peat moss to 3 cups sifted perlite. And inside there's a tablespoon of Micus and Azus, beneficial bacteria. So there you go. Now, let me throw some in. Now I'm going to take Hilda's cutting out and very gently I'm going to throw some the azus all around it. I mean the micos. This is the micos. And then I'm going to take the azus, let it sit there so it don't fall over, and just squirt it in there. See, with this starting to develop, this turned out to be really, so if you really want a thick root cutting, this seems like it's working out great. The beneficial bacteria are enticing the roots to grow on here. I'm going to bury it a little bit deeper than normal. And I'm going to gently snug it in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some water in there. I didn't spray this because this is already wet a little bit, so I can get this in so I can hold it in there. Hilda's little cutting. Okay, then we're going to take some more and just put it in there. We're going to bury it up to where those roots are starting to form. We want to get a nice radial root pattern out of this. Now this, you can see how this works. Beneficial bacteria really works. The main thing is you got to have your water dechlorinated, because if you have chlorine in the water when you water these, it'll kill off the beneficial bacteria. The chlorine will kill it because chlorine's in the water and it kills off bacteria. Okay, so we got that. And if you need beneficial bacteria, go to Extreme Gardens, and they have a sample kit. I think it's free, and it's like maybe $9 or $10 now for shipping, because I know shipping went up. And it'll work out real nice for you. I mean, you don't have nothing to lose. Just give it a try. Now I'll put this in after I get this in, so you can see how this stuff really works. Now the other cutting is a little bit bigger than this one, so I have to really pry it on something to hold it up. And then I'll put some of this beneficial bacteria that's in there. Then I'll put the rest on my trees. So, give it a shot. These thick cuttings, normally they cut them, they put the moss on there and everything, but it looks like this combo really works to get these trees, to get these little big cuttings to root. So we'll try it out on some other stuff later on. Now, if you want to see, here's some of my setup over here that I'm doing to bring them in for the winter time. I got all the foil on the table to reflect as much sunlight as I can, and you'll see some white powder here, so I put this on there for ant and crawling insects. So if there's anything coming out of the pots, they'll crawl onto this, and this will take care of it. And all these yellow strips are to catch any fungus gnats or anything that's flying in the air. It'll snag them. Now, if you see, this is my, let me see if I can give you a better shot. These are my rabbit foot ferns. These were outside in 22 degree Fahrenheit, or what is that, like -6°C, in the microclimates, and look how lush they're growing. Look how nice they're growing. I mean, microclimates really work if you don't have a chance to bring them in. So That's my little update for today. I'll show you more later once I can get a chance to do it all. So, you guys have a nice Thanksgiving. I got my cup of tea here. I'm going to sit back and relax and have a cup of tea tonight. I had a long day, a lot of stuff to do, and just wanted to wish you guys a nice Thanksgiving. So you have a nice evening with your family. Enjoy each other's company. Have a nice hot cup of tea tonight and just sit back and relax and enjoy the rest of the evening. You take care of everybody, and to those of you who celebrate, well, those of us in the States, we celebrate Thanksgiving, but to everybody else, have a nice day and enjoy today's day with the family. Have a nice little dinner or tomorrow and just be there for one another. So you take care, everybody. Have that cup of tea tonight. Sit back, relax, and thank you for coming to this short update for Growing Clip Bonsai for Seniors.